We've all noticed in recent years that the royal guards at Buckingham Palace are not being respected sometimes. These are soldiers, not Disney characters. They have a job to do, which is not a performance. They aren't some men in funny costumes, but highly trained soldiers with extensive combat experience. And let me tell you, when they face any interference, the royal guards won't hesitate to use force against those who provoke them. We'll see in this video how guards who lost their temper have dealt with disrespectful people. If you're a fan of the Royal Guards, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Now, let's begin. This tourist stood too close to the royal horse. At first, the horse warned her to back off, but she didn't get it until it pulled her to the ground. This girl approached the royal horse and it playfully nudged her, ensuring she wouldn't stand in front of it again, as a sign clearly states that horses may bite or kick. This woman pretended the horse had knocked her down just to get the insurance money. This young man made some silly gestures to piss off the royal guard, but the latter gave him a fitting lesson. As this elderly woman stepped back, a horse immediately intervened and she left. This girl was standing behind the guard, and when he noticed, he shouted at her but didn't take further action. Perhaps this horse was in pain because it stumbled and struggled to get up as much as it could. These protesters sat in the middle of the road while the marching band passed amidst them without stopping. Respect must be shown to the guards, but people were incredibly rude and laughing, so this guard shouted at them for their inappropriate behavior.
Get off the road!
This guy acted impolitely in front of the royal guard until an officer arrived. He further spewed foolish words in the officer's face, leading to his arrest. Bravo, officer!
Touch my face.
Piss off! Piss off! You know? Piss off! Piss off now! I said piss off! You! You're a sausage!
Brother, why are you attacking man for, bro? Keep the stand, bro.
Sorry. He was being really rude to her. Oh, look at that, arrested.
I can't stand these disrespectful people. They know where the guards will walk, yet they sit there on purpose.
Why? Whoa.
This guard has one of the best shouts, scaring everyone around and causing them to flee in fear.
Get up the road!
I think people don't realize these are soldiers, and they ought to be respected, given space to march and not have their path obstructed. This teenager tried to annoy and disrespect the guard, but the latter handled it well, making the teen run away like a coward. As this guard entered the building, a woman followed him. He shouted at her, but she kept following him nevertheless. These guards salute children and shake their hands, and they take selfies with the people. This small, kind gesture significantly promotes the British Army. Thank you for your service. This woman and her friend need to learn some respect, as they were laughing in such an irritating manner.
Get out of the box!
This woman approached the horse, which almost bit her. She barely escaped and left along with her husband.
Play there, play there.
It seems this soldier is ill, as he collapsed to the ground. He needs some rest. This lady took a selfie in front of the horse, but the animal, being loyal to its friend, wasn't having it and made her move away. This brunette approached the horse and it bit her lovely locks, teaching her a lesson she'll never forget. This man was being utterly disrespectful, getting right in the horse's face, but the guard quickly chased him away.
Get out of the gate! Get off the gate!
This woman got too close to the guard until he slapped her on the butt to teach her some manners.
That's how I got that chest down. Because the guy was standing where he's standing. Oh, see that?
This girl grabbed the horse for a selfie, but the guard shouted so loudly that everyone around him was terrified.
Step back from the lifeguard! Do not touch the ring!
This teenager was grooming his hair in front of the guard, showing no consideration, until the guard shouted at him, prompting him to leave. It seems this soldier's had enough of tourist behavior and simply walked away after making a brief remark. Looks like this girl had the nerve to grab the horse twice despite the guard's shouts at her. What would you do if you were in his shoes? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like the video.
Get off the ring! Get up!
This girl put her hands in the horse's mouth. Luckily, the horse decided not to bite, but that was a close one. One of the guards riding the horse almost trampled a fellow soldier, but miraculously, the soldier escaped from under the horse's hooves. This guard and his horse almost tripped, but the horse quickly recovered.
Oh, shit.
This guard fell off his horse, perhaps because he hadn't learned how to ride it properly yet, or maybe the horse simply didn't like him. The horse stumbled, falling to the ground with its rider. After several attempts, the guard finally managed to get the horse back on its feet. It looks like this soldier was enjoying the dance, but the horse wasn't amused, throwing him to the ground in a ridiculous way. At the very least, tourists should respect themselves in front of the royal guards and refrain from bothering them. This man tried to take a selfie with a horse, but it was clearly scared and frightened. These disrespectful people deserved everything the guard, who performed his duty perfectly, says to them.
Move back! Oh my god! Move back! Keep that down!
They were picking on the guard until he shouted with all his might, yet they kept giggling and mocking him. This girl was taking a selfie with the guard until he shouted at her.
Do not touch the king's lifeguard!
This man wanted to enter the gate, but the guard shouted at him and stopped him from going in. This guard was showing off his skills by walking backward, while his colleagues laughed at him. This guard wanted to cross the road, but the tourists were blocking his way, so he shouted at them.
My way! Quick march!
This soldier walked out, extremely angry at those around him, and yelled at them until they left.
Move back now! Get back! Get back right now! Got your toe first time then!
Do you know why this guard is laughing? The girl gave him her number, but he turned her down. This girl was standing inappropriately in the guard's way, so he pushed her, and she screamed in surprise. She did deserve that push though, didn't she? And that brings us to the end of this video. please support us by liking the video, subscribing to our channel, and turning on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Thank you, best of followers.